All the way back there.
What's been your favorite role in voice acting? You know, a lot of you have done a lot of stuff, but what's been your favorite role?
We've done, or just our favorite role in all of anime?
Just any, all, whatever you want to do that. Yeah, do that.
So then you're talking about stuff that we've done, not other people. Okay.
Yeah. Your voice.
Some people might not want to do that voice this early in the morning, but I'll let it start down there.
What? I missed that last part. Was that start at this end? I did have a lot of fun with Apollo on Aquarion. It was the biggest role I've ever had, and but it was so different from anything else I've done. So that was really exciting. Just be an aggressive little jerk and like, hey! What the hell? And very therapeutic. After I would spend an entire day directing on my shows, I would go in and do 3-4 hours of recording as Apollo on another show. So I got to work out all of my, frustrations from earlier in the day, just like going in and screaming, "Go Aquarion!"
Yeah!
But I'm also a big fan of doing the dog voices too. So I love playing back. That's one of my favorite roles I've ever done. Because it's inward barking.
It's hard for me to pick a favorite just because, I'm just doing what I love to do for a living, and that's awesome. But any over-the-top, cartoonish type voices like Wes Guy, I just try to find these West Quadrants. Things like that. Or even just the great dorky side of Gohan, the great Saiyaman, which I see a Saiyaman in the back there. Thanks for representing, dude. Guardian of the city, I am. Yeah, that's right. Game for dorks.
If I have to pick a favorite, it's always Hibernate Red May, and I know the answer is kind of old now, but the show means something, and there's a lot in it. It's deep, and the character goes through so much. So, but I'm not gonna do her voice because it's too close to my own. So, I will say for another show, I enjoy recording Shin-chan because I get to say swear words and say really bad stuff. And the show's really bad, but it's really funny. And I don't like all the swear words, by the way. Some of them are too bad.
I think that's all of our favorite roles because you say dirty things.
Because I say swear words. But see, I don't know. I try not to, I don't really swear, so like that's the only time I get to swear. What? Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. And going in to record, when I get to read over the script to see what's coming next, I'm always laughing because of the stuff that they've written. And with Shin-chan, there's a lot of different lines to choose from. The director will choose what line he likes best and maybe rewrite that a little bit or whatever. So just reading the alts makes me laugh. And if I have to say something for that show, I'm going to say a kind of bad word. It's not really a bad word, but shut up, you scrotumless babies! I think that word is a very funny word. That's not a bad word. Okay.
I've not heard you do that line, so my jaw kind of went.
I love that word so much that I kept asking Zach if I could say it some more. It's a very funny word.
I do not want to go after scrotumless. That sucks. You can't.
Thank you, good night.
I don't know, anytime we get to do anything like campy or really fun, like anything over the top's fun, like I don't remember what the hell the show was, but I played a guy called Megatech Man, and he was like classic like superhero, and like his dialogue, like my favorite line was, "Stand back, evildoer, your days of evildoing are done." But anytime you get to do anything mental, it's fun.
Well, for me, I'd be lying if I didn't say Ken Chrono and Gantz and Shoji Suitengu and Speedgrapher. Because, I mean, they're two of Studio Gonzo's darkest shows, and to play the lead in one and the villain in the other, or the hero in one and the villain in the other, within the course of a year, kind of rocks. The character that I'm closest to in my heart, or that I try to be closest to, though, is Keisuke Yamanami from Peacemaker. He's the historical archetype of a samurai who refuses to draw his sword because he believes that violence is never an answer. But I will just go ahead and do it, because a lot of times when people ask you to do a favorite line, they don't want to hear your favorite line, they want to hear their favorite line. So I'll just go ahead and do the line that I get requested the most, which is from Full Metal Panic from Ofu. Stop laughing. Look here, you. Back off, because there ain't no way you'll beat me, you loser biatch.
If I had to pick 3 favorite voices, they would be Chrono, Son Goku, and Koyuki in bed. The problem is, Goku is my voice after I've had too much coffee. Koyuki is kind of my voice right now. And Chrono is just a kind of a babied up version of my real voice. I don't. The what?
Something in Nega's voice.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of a joke that's not so dirty that I can tell you.
Dirty our minds.
No, you have no idea.
She's heard some of them. Okay, I can't do this with you looking at my face.
Or the rest of him.
Okay, so what's the difference between Michael Jackson and Neil Armstrong? Neil Armstrong walks on the moon, and Michael Jackson molests children.
That's the cleanest joke I can do. I was going to ask you if you knew what Cinderella said when she got to the ball, but I'm not going to tell you.
That is fabulous. See, some of my just favorite characters to do would be Miss Polly from Shin-Chan, but I can't say anything that she says. Also, you know what was also fun for me was Paige from Beck. Yeah! Squawk, squawks. So, Witchblade was also extremely fun. The 2 different voices were a blast. And then, so yeah, I enjoyed combining stuff. That was neat. It took me a little bit to get into it, but Bevins taught me well. So those would be my favorites. And Masani's just my voice. I'm sorry.
Okay. Actually, my hands down favorite role that I've ever done is Genza from Speed Grounder. Because it was such a good role, because the character changed. You got to see her develop and reach some sort, well, at least some sort of emotional maturity for her. But honestly, Genza's very, very close to my natural voice. It's just that her speech cadence is pretty different. Now, I always like it whenever I get little one-off characters that are kind of goofy and don't sound anything like me. Desert Punk was one of the most fun shows to work on. Because actually, Chris Bevins and I played a husband and wife, and they told us to go in and just sound ridiculous, embarrass yourself. And that's pretty much the direction we got. And one of the lines that I had to say about Chris's character was, "Why did I marry such a tool?"
That was beautiful.
Well, since we were told in the middle of that we only had 5 more minutes, and that was a while ago. So I was going to say, what else are you guys doing this weekend that you want to plug, so we can tell everybody where else they can find us, and besides the bar. So, you know, Jamie and I are going to be at the bar.
Yeah, Carrie and I would like to talk about the charity auction.
Yeah.
Sunday. What time does it start?